You didn't meet that person by accident. And the hardest part to accept is that when you met them, everything looked normal. It felt familiar, safe, almost like home. Not because it was healthy, but because your nervous system was trained to recognize dysfunction as love. That's why you ignored the red flags. That's why the inconsistency didn't scare you. That's why the emotional highs and lows felt intense instead of dangerous. Because chaos already lived inside your body long before they arrived. If you grew up around emotional instability, conditional love, walking on eggshells, having to earn affection, then calm can actually feel uncomfortable to you. Healthy love feels unfamiliar. But toxicity, that feels recognizable. And when something feels recognizable, the nervous system mistakes it for safety. That's why the connection felt so deep in the beginning. They reflected something back to you that matched the emotional environment you were already programmed for. Not love. Familiar pain. And because it felt familiar, you didn't immediately recognize the danger. You thought you were finally being chosen. But what was really happening was self-abandonment disguised as love. You tolerated disrespect. You kept explaining yourself. You ignored your intuition. You kept giving chances. You stayed connected to behavior that kept hurting you because somewhere deep down, suffering felt more familiar than peace. That's the part nobody talks about. Yes, the damage was real. The manipulation was real. The confusion was real. But if you only focus on what they did to you, you miss the deeper lesson. Because that relationship was also a mirror. It exposed every place where you lacked boundaries. Every place where you accepted less than you deserved. Every place where you betrayed yourself trying to keep someone else. And painful as it was, that mirror was necessary because sometimes transformation doesn't happen through advice. It happens through direct experience. Some lessons have to be lived before they're understood. And that relationship forced you to finally see what you were tolerating in the name of love. The real lesson was never about chasing their validation. It was about learning your own value. Learning that love should not cost your peace. Learning that you should not have to shrink yourself to be chosen. Learning that being needed is not the same thing as being loved. That relationship didn't come to destroy you. It came to reveal you, to wake you up. Because the moment you stop calling pain love, you stop abandoning yourself to keep other people comfortable. And that's when your life finally changes.